The Blueprint.
An all-new episode.
Now, first of all, I want to welcome you all to what? Michigan. That's what recruits want for Christmas. We on the list again. Stay tuned, keep your eyes glued, make sure you listen in. John Reeves is doing this thing, the Blueprint gets it in.
Welcome to the Blueprint Radio Show. This your man, Michigan Man Ray.
And your boy Zeek.
Who could possibly have it better than us? Nobody. What's going on, Wolverine Nation? Tell you this has been a great week to be a Michigan fan. Coming off the 60-point win. Got a chance to catch up with Coach Harbaugh yesterday, Zeek. You know, we was at the press conference there, talked to Ryan Glasgow and Grant Newsom and Grant Perry. You can catch the full interviews right here on Eagle Eye Radio. Also on YouTube, the YouTube channel, we got the interviews, the full press conference. And, Zeke, Coach said something about Kareem Walker, man. You know, he finally, just told us the kid's grades. You know, said it may be a couple weeks before we see this kid on the field. You know, he just want him to get his life right with those grades. You know, so he said he'll check some progress reports and we'll make a decision, check and see how he's doing later on.
Well, it's no secret that when guys in Ann Arbor are referred to as Michigan men, that means more than just being a football player. And that's just the kind of standard that you'll be held to, if you go to Ann Arbor while Coach Harbaugh's there. It's not personal, it's just something he wants, for his guys, and whether they want it or not, now or not, that Kareem Walker would be the first guy 20 years from now saying how much he loves Coach. And it's because of what he's doing for him right now. So I'm 100% again behind Coach with the decision, and I'm sure that his teammates will pick him up until he gets back. So I thought it was great.
Yeah, I thought that was great, man. We got a great coach, man. You know what I'm saying? So, on the injury front, he talked about Taco and Monet. Both of those guys missed this game, sit out. He don't see it being long-term injuries, but, I thought that was good news. Also, he checked Ed Cunningham for running his mouth on ESPN talking about Jordan Lewis was sitting out because of a suspension. Do your homework before you report, man. ESPN, man, them folks. Oh, boy, I tell you, that mic can be dangerous, brother. But anyway, he was resting.
One more quick note on that, too, before we move on, Rashawn, with the Cunningham thing, is that, Ben Braden, who's our starting, guard, has been for a couple of years now. He dressed and didn't play as well, and there wasn't even a mention of Ben Braden. So I don't want to insinuate something, but at the same time, if you don't know the information, Ed Cunningham, don't say nothing, brother, because you leave yourself open to somebody else interpreting for you when you open your mouth and you don't know what you're talking about. So nice to have Brian Greasy on this Saturday's call for this coming up game. So we'll move on from there.
Yeah, we got Brian Greasy, huh? That's going to be awesome. Have him there. Also, shout out Mike McCray. He was named Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week after posting 9 tackles, 3.5. That's 3.5 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, and 1 forced fumble versus Hawaii. You talk about a comeback, brother. What a way to come back, Mike. So shout out Mike McCray.
Hey, how about that, Michigan and Ray? First game of the Don Brown era. Everybody's been questioning what position all summer long. Linebacker. What is Michigan going to do about linebacker? Game 1, linebacker, defensive player of the week. Next.
Yes, you're right. Hey, man, I love that Don Brown defense, man. I'm just excited to keep it rolling. As long as we can stay injury-free, man, I like our chances against any team in the country. Also, shout out Darbo and Jake Butt, man. They nearing 100 career catches, man. Darbo got 97 and Jake Butt 93. So shout out to those guys. I can see them crossing that 100 career catch mark. Hopefully they get 200, have a breakout season this year.
Shout out 88, 86.
You know who the honorary captain gonna be for this game?
Who they got coming in?
Michigan alum Rich Eisen, baby boy.
There you go, NFL Network Zone.
That's right. So shout out Rich Eisen. I remember Harbaugh was on there and invited him.
Shout out Rich.
Yeah, so he took that.
That's right. I saw that show. Forgot about that. Man, nice call. Nice call there. That's fun.
Yeah, man. So this gonna be Michigan's first meeting against University of Central Florida. But Frost is not a foreigner to Michigan program, so that ought to be interesting to see him take this beat down he's about to get at the hands of Michigan.
Frost, Ray, Frost likes to pop off. He's one of those guys, that likes to pop off. He's got a lot of USC in him. USC, they came crawling out the tunnel. They was crawling all over the pregame field. He was talking that big talk, to Alabama before the game started. And there's something about a coach like Harbaugh and saying that when you pop off to them, now they won't respond, to you in public. We know Coach does, but not necessarily on the field per se. But we do know that he'll let his team know that this guy likes to likes to bump his thumbs a little bit. What you think?
Yeah, man, he like to pop off, man. You know what I'm saying? It's game time now, so all that talking these guys doing, it don't even matter no more, man. They finna catch these beat downs, and we're gonna keep it moving. I'm excited about it. Because if you check the history, I know they be talking and they tried to take the. Remember the guy took the shot at the Detroit kids, Donovan Peoples-Jones, Jalen Kelly-Powell, Ambry, and them talking about.
I remember that.
Yeah, he would take a Florida kid over a Michigan kid any day, but they failed to realize that the Wolverines own the state of Florida, man. We are 5-2 against the state of Florida. We're 3-0 against the University in Florida. We 1-1 against Florida State and 1-1 against Miami. And now we're about to play another Florida school. We're about to pop them. So you can give us a 6-2 mark against the schools from the state of Florida, man.
And that's what it's all about. So miss me with all that other talk. Kalion, shout out to Kalion. We know, just visiting, and the good thing about this coaching staff is that they encourage, our kids, commits and recruits. They encourage them to visit because you know why? You know why they encourage them, right? Because they know in Ann Arbor, it's the 33rd NFL team. They know they want you to go see and compare wherever you're going to go visit to Ann Arbor. They want you to check it out. They want you to see what the other schools have to offer because they know that the Michigan program. Who was the honorary captains? Remind me again, Ray. Who were the captains?
Come on, baby boy. None other than Michael Jordan. He was there on the sidelines as Michigan was the first and only team to ever wear the brand Jordan on his uniforms and his entire sideline apparel. Come on, brother. That was monumental this weekend.
So you saying the GOAT was on the field in Ann Arbor?
The GOAT was there, man. Also, Derek Jeter. Shout out Derek Jeter, Lamar Woodley, Charles Woodson.
Shout out G.
We was in the house, man. And man, I just love Michigan, man. I mean, this staff, look at our coaching pedigree. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling these recruits, you got to look. We got 88 years of NFL experience among 10 coaches on the staff. Come on now. The staff they have logged 41 years of NFL coaching experience and 37 years of playing experience. Why wouldn't you want to come play for these guys? And it's the University of Michigan, and it's the Jordan brand. Come on now. 8 of our 10 assistant coaches have coached in the NFL. Think about it. Jim Harbaugh, Tim Drevno, Dred Fish, Jay Harbaugh, Greg Madison, Brian Smith, Tyrone Wheatley, and Mike Zorich, man. Why wouldn't recruits, man? Recruits don't do their homework, man. I know they want all this love and all this hype out here with social media and everything, but at the end of the day, you got to make a sound decision. Sit down with your family, pray about it, man. Hey, Michigan wants you, man. You need to give Michigan a serious look if you're trying to eat. You know what I'm saying? But I know a lot of schools trying to make the kids eat now. But if you're trying to eat and eat right and feed your family, brother, hey, why wouldn't you come learn these pro schemes your years of college? You know what I'm saying? And you getting a University of Michigan degree? Come on, man. Come on.
We know because it's in front of us. But once this draft comes up, and then the following draft, and then the draft after that, when you continuously see that block M on that draft show, and it's guy after guy after guy with character that went through that Harbaugh system, and Now he's ready to get paid for the next 40 years because after he's done, he's got that Michigan degree. It's just a matter of time before they see what we see. And we just try and let the guys know now, if you have an opportunity to go to Michigan and there's a spot for you, you need to go ahead and take it.
Yes. And you was talking about the draft. ESPN lists Michigan number 3 nationally among the teams with the most NFL draft talent for 2017. So come on now. They credited.
And trust me when I tell you, Ray, that's light. They don't even want to say that.
They don't.
As far as my numbers go, they're probably number 1.
They should be number 1. But also, ESPN credited Michigan with 9 NFL draft prospects, tied with Alabama and LSU for the most in the nation. Come on now, brother. Come on. Man, I love our chances. We return 6 starters on defense. You know what I'm saying? 8 players on offensive side of the ball. So, what they want to do, man? We got a great quarterback. I like the hands, the quarterback. All 3 of them look good. Chris Evans, man, gonna take that running game to another level, brother.
And let's talk a little bit real quick about that Scott Frost's offense because, before this year, and I think you and I can admit, the running quarterback gave Michigan fits. You know what I mean? They gave us fits and hurry up offense and all that basketball on turf type football that these guys are running these days. So they brought in Frost and he's bringing in that same similar style. But what I saw from Coach Don Brown, they can bring that stuff all they want, and they just gonna get cracked because that hurry up offense is gonna be like hurry up and get off the field, like what happened to Ole Miss last night when they offense bogged down. It's just hurry up, 3 and out, get your defense back out on the field and get pounded by this Michigan running game. So I'm real anxious to see another test against this spread hurry up type offense against our defense.
Man, we are about to light them up. Listen, you listening to the Blueprint Radio Show. Follow us on Twitter at Blueprint Show. That's Twitter at Blueprint Show. Stay connected to us. Go to our website. Check us out, theblueprintmichigan.com. It's all spelled out, theblueprintmichigan.com. You don't want to miss it. Tell a neighbor, tell a friend, get connected to us. Also, all the information about our YouTube channel, subscribing to that, all that's on the website. You stay connected. We got Coach Harbaugh's press conference playing right now on YouTube and the website. We got Ryan Glasgow and some other players coming up this week. I'll be going up there tomorrow to catch Brian Smith and Coach Jed Fish, their press conferences for the week. And we're going to put it right on YouTube, which will be right on the website. And we just want to keep you all connected. We have one of the best Facebook groups out there, the Blue Network, Everything Michigan Football on Facebook. You want to get in this group, man. We share a lot of great information. It's fun. It's engaging. It's interactive. Again, if you're on Facebook, you need to go to the Blue Network, Everything Michigan, and you need to sign up. And we'll accept you right now. Get connected with the group. Now, I tell you, this past game, do you know 33 of the 79 players made their collegiate debut, Zeek, in the Hawaii game, including 18 true freshmen?
Just like the tight end recruiting, Ray, we don't just, tell you we're going to throw to the tight end. We got numbers that show we throw to the tight end. We're not just going to tell you, hey, freshman, you're going to see some time this year. It's going to be like, look at this film. We played 17 true freshmen game 1.
Game 1. So, and then our the Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week, Mike McCray, that was his first start at linebacker.
I followed Mike McCray, his recruiting very closely because he was a guy that Ohio State had an offer for. And, Ohio State was a little bit late offering him. But, he was a kid that we jumped on early. Hope jumped on early. He was just a solid player in high school. And like I said, I really, really followed him, and I picked him out to be a stud. To be honest with you, an NFL level type talent. And I just, 9 is my favorite number. So just seeing that 9 back out there, I can't imagine how good he must feel. Just getting the opportunity to show his talent because Mike McCray can play some golf, and if he, if his body will hold up for him, you're talking about an all Big Ten level lineman.
I mean, listen. I just really want another dominant performance like they had against Hawaii. You know what I'm saying? I know we're moving on, but I just want to read some things that jumped off during this game. This 60-point victory for the University of Michigan. After throwing an interception on his first play of the season, the Wolverines scored touchdown Zeek on 7 straight offensive possessions. That's remarkable. Michigan had 11 players run the football, 11 players catch a pass in the opener against Hawaii. The U of M quarterbacks completed 85% of their passing attempts against Hawaii, 17 for 20.
What was that?
The quarterbacks combined for 85% completion of their passing attempts against Hawaii. They were 17 for 20, brother. The offensive gained 306 rushing yards and 206 passing yards to finish the game with 512 yards of total offense. And do you know we averaged 7.8 yards per carry on the ground, 39 carries for 306 yards, and scored 4 rushing touchdowns. That is remarkable. The offense did not commit a penalty on 59 offensive plays against Hawaii. And also, Michigan was a perfect 7 for 7 on third down opportunities against Hawaii. The Wolverines scored 6 touchdowns on his 6 red zone opportunities. You talk about a team being mentally tough. Coach Harbaugh is laying it down, man.
And didn't punt one time.
Remarkable performance.
That's flawless. That's flawless. I heard somebody in the media, which I guess that's up now too, but I heard somebody in the media ask Coach about the running game not being successful early on in the game. And I just saw his face and just said, "You mean play number 4? You mean the 4th play of the game?" He was just like, "What are you talking about?"
Man, they asked some special questions, brother. You know what I'm saying? And
Not about that.
I'm still getting a lot of Michigan State fans, little Sparty, talking about all these Big Ten championships they won. And I had to do a little homework, brother. They're not even in the top 6 for Big Ten championships, man. Did you know that?
Oh no. Sparty. Everybody knows that this is brand new money, man. This is new money. Okay, we understand. Okay.
Come on, you know what I'm saying?
Enjoy it. You know what I mean? That's what I say about Sparty. Enjoy it, because here's going to be the next tweet you're going to see after we go in there and spank them, right? Because I got a feeling that maybe 2 touchdowns are better. That's just me, but there's a lot of kids on that team that felt like they got robbed because of the snap and a miss bobble. You know what I mean? So
yeah, we're gonna get them.
Leave that at that.
We're gonna get them.
But,
and see,
at the same time, yeah, and then the tweet you're gonna see after that game are gonna be, well, we won this championship, we did that, and it's gonna be, and that's all you're gonna hear about from that game on is Sparty's past, because we will dominate them again, like we have before, and like we have for the better part of the last century.
Come on now. And see, they don't get it. I don't care what they're talking about. Michigan still leads the nation in wins. We got 925, followed by Notre Dame with 892, followed by Texas with 885. I can name 4 Big Ten teams with more Big Ten championships than Sparty. Michigan is number 1 with 42. Ohio, is second with 35. Minnesota is third with 18. Illinois is fourth with 15, Zeek. Wisconsin next with 14. And Iowa with 11. Where are you, little Sparty? So I don't want to hear nothing else. Keep your mouth shut till we come see you in November.
Be prepared.
It sounds like they're the same place on that list as they are on team recruiting in the Big Ten.
Yes.
What about that 8-9 area?
They talk about disrespect. Oh, we're playing the disrespect cards now because we're getting disrespected every day by bums and ESPN and SEC and fine poop. All these idiots. But anyway, shout out to Coach Harbaugh, man.
He is legend.
He's definitely on the Bear Bryant's Coach of the Year watch list, man, because I see Michigan doing great things this year. And like I said, if we can keep the injury bug to a minimum, man, lights out. I love our chances, Zeke. I love our chances.
Well, I'll tell you what. Injuries aside, even in a 60-point blowout, we ended up losing. You know, some hopefully some minor stuff. Two of our big time D linemen. So that being said, we're going to get injuries, but the one really positive thing is that the depth that we have on this team now. The guys that are backing, our first line guys up can really play. I mean, we have arguably the best wide receiver tandem in the country. I mean, arguably in the country. And then that doesn't even include when you got Big Doom coming off the bench and doing what he did. Are you kidding me? I mean, there's just some real talented backups, that are on this bench now, and it's so the injury thing. Although you don't wish injury on anybody, but if it does happen, I mean, we're backed up in every position, including the quarterback.
We loaded, especially with the freshmen we have. I mean, I really like this team. And we just solid from top to bottom. You know what I mean, Zeke? Solid from top to bottom.
I saw a tweet where Brandon Watson was one of the 4 players of the game, and he's in between the freshmen and the starters. So there's still Tyree Kennel and guys like Ty Isaac that are good football players that aren't seniors, but they're not the freshmen, and they aren't starters, but they are some backups in some areas that are. I mean, we got a lot of talent on this team, right? I mean, a lot.
A lot, brother. A lot. So, yeah, I'm excited, man. Y'all listening to the Blueprint Radio Show. Michigan Man Ray and your boy Zeek. Listen, you want to stay connected to us. Follow us on Twitter at Blueprint Show. Send us a message. We'll respond right back. Subscribe, to the YouTube channel. All the information's on our website, theblueprintmichigan.com. That's theblueprintmichigan.com. We have weekly videos. We're going to be hitting you with press conferences. We're going to be hitting you live from the tailgate. We're going to be coming to you, like I said, live from the tailgate. We're going to hit you with interviews with the fans. And listen, if you know who has the best, I'm looking for the best beef hot dogs at the tailgate. When you see me this weekend or you see Zeke, grab us and say, Michigan Man Ray is looking for my hot dogs. I'm looking for the best beef hot dogs at the tailgate. I want to interview you. I want to find out your secret ingredient. If you using charcoal or gas grills, I don't know, but I'm looking for the best beef hot dog at the tailgate. That's right. So you can catch us Tuesdays and Fridays here, during the football season. Look for us to have special guests join us pretty soon to do a Michigan recap. We got a special announcers or two, I should say, will be joining us throughout the season here. We're working on that as well. We tried to do our 24-hour network. I don't know if you guys tried to see it live this weekend on the website. We had some technical difficulties, so we decided to go in another direction instead of spending all that money for something that wasn't consistently working. So we want to take this time to apologize to all of our fans and everyone that was trying to catch us live on the website. But listen, you can catch us live on Facebook Live, Periscope. We'll be periscoping it. We'll be putting it on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep you connected to footage that you won't see anywhere else because me and Zeke going to give it to you. So Zeke, what's going on in the recruiting world?
Well, from the sound of things, it sounded like the visits went great for everybody, including the number 2 player in the country on the basketball end. The big 7-foot center, Bobby. I don't know if that's his first name, but I think everybody knows who I'm talking about. This kid is dynamic. A center that we haven't had in Michigan, since a guy like Chris Webber. I mean, this kid is top-notch 5-star talent, a one-and-done type talent, honestly. And so it sounded like he had an opportunity to meet Michael Jordan and enjoyed his visit. And so, I mean, it's nice to be in the game early, with a kid like that. So ultimately, we'll see what happens. Obviously, on his list, he has all the heavy hitters. Duke seems to be the favorite. He's actually has some ties to Harvard as well. So there seems to be a dark horse. So he sounds like a very, very intelligent kid, and that always helps Michigan's chances because obviously the academics in Michigan are rival to just about any school in the country. Not saying Michigan is Harvard, so y'all sweet. Didn't say that. Just said in terms of overall academics and athletics, it doesn't get much better than Michigan. So, with that being said, Mr. Black, Tarek Black, had some interesting tweets over the last couple of days and seemed to be really, really feeling that Michigan victory. Sounded like he had a great time. Sounds like he's just a matter of time when he joins his class, Blueprint 17. Matter of time. I think I heard a couple of reports that still a Michigan-Notre Dame battle, but I don't know how much that battle's raging on after this weekend. So hopefully he comes in the fold and brings his three buddies at that wide receiver spot, because we're losing some good ones after this year. So some big-time talent on campus. Irving Bay had an eye-opening time. Apparently, he had a very good visit, and with us losing Aubrey Solomon right now, getting some more big-time D linemen, four-star talent would be great. So, sounds like overall, we knocked as a high school kid, Michael Jordan, and Derek Jeter, and Charles Woodson, Marv Woodson are on campus. And it's the first game in Jumpman. Can you imagine? It's probably hard not to have a good time on this weekend. That's just the Michigan difference. And one more thing. We see you, Nebraska. We see you out there, Jalen Kelly Powell, go blue. Donovan Peoples-Jones, go blue. Blueprint always going to support, Detroit's home. That's family for us. But we'll see you out there with your celebs. And that's all right. Big ups. I'll clap it up for you. But try and let the kids have some fun with, the celebs, behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to see Michael Jordan's picture with the recruit that Michigan puts out there. So, y'all need to be careful with that stuff. You don't want to get Penn State type trouble when they put LeVert on the big screen at the hockey game. You know what I mean? You got to be careful with that kind of stuff. So that's what I got, man.
Hey, I tell you, all I'm going to say is Michigan's a special place for special people to do special things. Got that on the back of the shirt, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm excited. This has been Michigan Man Ray and your boy Zeek, coming to you. Just want a Michigan recap and preview UCF, the University of Central Florida game. And we're excited. We'll be back Friday. Come back on radio to talk to you all. Listen, go to the website, theblueprintmichigan.com, all our Twitter information. And you can follow us at The Blueprint Show on Twitter, YouTube, subscribe. We putting up weekly videos. We hitting you 2-3 times a week. It's football season. And then next up, basketball. You know what I'm saying? Blueprint is in the building. The Blueprint is giving you everything Michigan, and that's what we all about. And until next time, all I got to say is I love you, Wolverine Nation, and go blue. Any last words for you, Zeke?
Whoa, Ray. We cannot let the SEC off the hook this weekend. I know it's the first weekend, Ray, but 7-7, and then you get embarrassed last night and get come back on by a freshman quarterback, the biggest comeback in Florida State history. We got to say something. Oh,
We're going to give it to him, man. I'm so focused right now on taking care of our business, man, because at the end of the day, we going to be where we need to be. But go on get Feinbaum a little bit. Go on tell them what happened with that SEC this weekend.
Come on. We see it. We see you at State. If you wouldn't shot yourself in the foot, your SEC, East champion, preview champion, or preseason champion, or preschool champions. I don't know what they are. Tennessee barely came by Appalachian State, right? Look at this conference. LSU goes up north and gets beat by a team that half as talented as they are. Are you serious? And they quarterback still had this
Come on, man. You guys got to see it out there. This is propaganda. The SEC is hoodwinked the nation because they have been with ESPN. Stop it. They 7-7, a 500 conference with one great team. Okay, that does not make a great conference. So stop riding Alabama's coattails. Okay, all right, and develop a real quarterback, Mr. Kelly. Chad Kelly was talking about bumping his gums before the season started and threw 3 picks last night. Stop it, MCC. Stop it. We don't want to hear it no more. We want to see it on the field. We don't want to hear about the last 10 years, the last 15 years. Look, y'all do it to Michigan fans. I see it on Twitter all the time. When we talk about the past, you don't want to hear about the past. So guess what? We don't want to hear it either, Paul. Put up or shut up. We took your SEC East champion, most recent one, spanked it. So and since then, your conference week 1 of the new season is 500. They barely got by UMass. Did you see the Florida highlights, or were there any highlights? You struggling with UMass? Come on, Ray. They got to stop it. They got to stop it now. They got to stop it for good because there's a new sheriff in town. I'm gonna leave it at that. Paul.
Choo. So hey, there you have it, man. SEC, man, 7-7. Opening day weekend. So much for all the hype, Fine Bomb, and ESPN and all of that. Like I said, you could talk, you could tweet, you could say what you want, especially Rutgers, but it's all settled on the gridiron. And I love our chances against any team in the country this year. Shout out Don Brown, called a phenomenal game. Our team is mentally tough, man. I just love it. And I'm excited about this game. Can't wait to see the fans this weekend, tailgate, find the best hot dogs, and have some fun. And that's all I got today, Zeke. What else you got, brother? That's it? What you want to do?
That's all I got, man. That's all I got. We'll catch back up with people on Friday. Be sure to check in with the website during the week, though, because we're always dropping content. You never know when we might just have an interview with the recruit or something on there. So y'all keep in touch. Just have a little daily check, a little daily reminder, like your friendly service newspaper. Just check in with the Blueprint daily. Click on that website. Keep it as a favorite. Just see what we got going on, because you never know where the Blueprint Boys might be, and you never know what we might be talking about. So just do that for me, and one more thing, have a blessed day.
Blessed day, go blue.
It's the Blueprint.
An all-new episode.
Now, first of all, I want to welcome you all to what? Michigan. That's what recruits want for Christmas. We on the list again. Stay tuned. Keep your eyes glued. Make sure you listen in. John Reeves is doing this thing. The Blueprint gets it in.